Today we're going to look at using the Groupwise desktop app. We're only going to be looking at some very basic, simple things to do so that we all understand how to send, receive, and forward email. So I like this particular view. Up here in the top, this little one says Quick Viewer. Gives you an option for looking at the emails, keeping your folders open, the emails, and then seeing the actual email that you're looking at. I personally don't prefer this particular look because often emails require scrolling and this is just too small for me. So I like to keep it like this. So in order to open an email, we're going to double click on the email. When you double click, it opens up another window. So I did this one for a test. Hello, me. Now across the top, we have several options. We can close this, which just closes it, keeps it in my mailbox. It still stays there. It'll stay there forever. As you can see, I don't really like keeping my emails just because it clutters things. And then we have options here. We have reply. Now, if you reply to an email just from one other person, it's going to automatically just go back to them. But if you get an email, let's say from the school principal or from another staff member, if you reply, it'll only go to the person who sent it. If you hit reply all, it will go to the person who sent it as well as everybody else who received it. So you have to be careful when you use reply all. Is it something that needs to go to everybody? We get a lot of emails, so oftentimes the answer is probably no. Forward allows you to take that email and then send it to somebody else. So you can see here, if I scroll down, here's the original email, and I can send it to myself again if I wanted to. I'm not, I'm just going to hit cancel. Now, let's say it's an email, you've read it, you're done with it, you don't need to look at it anymore. Hit the delete button. Get rid of it. There's no reason to keep it in your mailbox. It's just going to clutter things up. If you want to keep it for a little while, hit close. It'll stay there. You can also hit, if it's highlighted in this screen, one click will only highlight it. It won't open it. You can just hit delete and the email goes away. Now, it's not gone forever. It's here in the trash. The trash does get emptied periodically. At the older emails go away, but you can see here I've got 1,300 emails there, so that's kind of ridiculous. Up at the top here, if we're ready to send an email and we are not replying all, or forwarding a previous email, when you click an email, it'll open up a new window. When you start typing in the email address, you'll actually see options come up, and then you can pick the one that you want to send to. And here I'm going to send myself another very nice email, and it'll show up in my email. If you want to send to more than one person, there I am again. Let's say we send it to Mrs. Ward. You can just keep typing in names until you're done. I'm going to hit cancel. I do not want to save it. I don't want to send it. An email is an email. It is what it is. These two options here, we really don't use here in Cumberland Valley. The new task, if you used Groupwise as like your calendar, your personal calendar, keeping track of what you're doing here at school and at home, you might use a new task option. But other than that, like I literally have never, ever, ever used new task. It's just not something I use. New appointment I only use ever when I'm emailing the principal to schedule like a pre or a post observation conference. But really, those two items here and here I use very infrequently. Really, you should just be using a new mail option to create new mail and send mail. So today we looked at the viewing options. reading an email, whether you use the quick view or double click to open in a new window, deleting an email, creating new email, replying to email, and forwarding. And just a reminder, these are not options. Don't use new appointment or new task. It's new mail. Thank you very much for watching.